which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh, deliverer, because he's come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. All right, my name is Maka Allah Ben Gad Ben Yasharala, Church of Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, coming back at you with another one. All right, and uh, I'm gonna come out the book of Hebrews, man, because as the title says, let's talk about faith. All right, and Salakia, because I know it jumped around. Like I said, we're coming to the end of my data, and it'll be restored the next pay period, Lord's willing. You know, coming to the end of hey, Shalom, bro. Yabashim Shabrakatah. We're coming to the end of a rulership, which is Esau's rulership, and we're coming to the beginning of a new a new era. All right, a new time for different people to rule, which is us. All right, so I want to go strictly. I'm gonna strictly stick with the book of Hebrews, and the reason why I'm doing this because, like, hey man, like the past couple months, man, uh, it's been a trying of faith. All right, definitely has been a trying of faith, man. You know, it's more humbling. Uh, you get more humiliated. You know, because we all want to keep our word. We all want to do certain things. To just serve the Lord, man. And but you have to be faithful, and that's why I'm saying let's talk about faith, which is Hebrews uh 11, right? Which it says the headliner is the triumphs of faith. All right, so you got faith, man. Listen, it's not easy to have faith, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. It's not easy to have faith. Can't everybody have faith? Everybody talks about it, but don't everybody really have faith? All right, so check it out. This is Hebrews 11 and 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And I had to tell myself this a lot this past couple months, man. And I'm like, damn, you know what, Lord? Because it's going to explain it. It's going to explain it, man. But like, Yahweh Shah had that ultimate faith, man. And I always, like when I come, do these lessons, everything, I just want brothers to be encouraged, man. And understand like the things that we're going through. It's for a reason, and it's to test the faith. Because if you can't take this little bit of punishment that's upon us, what you gonna do when society collapse? Everybody talking about that movie. What's the name? Leave the world behind. And I keep saying this: you should have been left the world behind. So when it actually happens, where your faith gonna be at then? And you can't go dine at your favorite restaurants and got your money and this. You gotta depend on the Lord. But the Lord is going to show you things. That's the whole thing about faith. All right. The faith is check it out. Our apostles and our elders, they had to have faith. That's why in this the seat that they sit in. All right. So check it out. It says, for by it the elders obtained a good report. Though faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that the things were which are seen were not made of things which do appear. All right, so the things which are seen, we can see the trees and this and that. Check it out and read that again. It says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, and that the things which are seen were not made of the things which do appear. All right, so you got what? You got the Roman Empire, right? Everything that was framed with like the things that do not appear, because we do have a thing called the spirit world, right? They don't appear right now. You don't see them, but you're going to see them real soon. And those are the ones that's carrying your ass. And it's funny because I'm in this park and now I'm sitting there. And the first thing, like when I first came in here, and then, I keep continually seeing this. It's a man walking his dog, you know. Now his dog doesn't understand, like if he gets, like he might fall or whatever, but the man going to pick him up because the man is the dog's master. So the man's going to pick the dog and carry it where he got to carry it to. Why? Because the dog is faithful. Kalab in the Hebrew. Kalab means dog, right? Which means it's a faithful animal, man. All right, so we got to be faithful to the Lord, and He's walking us right now. The Lord is walking us right now. He letting you run around. You did it because we all be barking at certain things and everything like that. But what are you barking for? What are you barking for? Because the Lord is the one that's going to bite. You know, the Lord is going to be the one that's going to bite. All right, but we're defenders of the gospel. We're defenders of the word. All right, and that's through faith. Because man, I just seen a video where it was a dog that was defending his master and got put to death. You know, just for defending his master, man. All right, and that's faith, man. You know, and that's an animal to a man. All right, that's an animal to a man. So just imagine how much more of us being in this flesh, serving Yahweh Hashem outside. Bashem Kodash. All right, it says through faith, we understand that the worlds, all these different worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so the things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. All right, so the things that are seen were made. They were made of things which do not appear. So they was made by the Lord in the spiritual world. The Lord had to speak this thing into existence. All right, had to speak this thing into existence, and now you see the benefits of it in these different nations. But the world to come has already been spoken of. All right, and that's what we out here teaching. The world which is to come has already been spoken of, but these people, they don't dig it because they see the things that's right in front of their face. All right. It says, by faith, Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain. All right. It says, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it, he being dead yet speaking. All right, because what happened? Let's go there with Genesis 4 and 1. All right, Genesis chapter 4 verse 1. And this is going to tell you about what happened with Abel. It says, and Adam knew Eve, his wife, lay with her. And she conceived and bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep. Dan, and you look at that. Abel was a keeper of sheep. That reminds you of King David, man. All right, he was in charge of the sheep. That's why the Lord said, if you love me, feed my sheep. And that's another way that you know that Adam was Yahweh shop, man. All right. It says, and again she again bare him, Salaki, bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. All right, so he got to till the ground. All right, he got to work for his, man. That's why Yahweh told King David, man, Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed, and he said it 3 times. All right, it says in possessive, Salaki, in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground, an offering unto Yahweh. All right, you're supposed to bring what? That lamb, man. That meat offering. The meat was always the offering when it came to Yahweh, because that fat that burned off of him. You have different sacrifices, man. No, but one of the most heaviest ones, because he sacrificed his only begotten son from the beginning of time for us, man. And he had to go through all these different scenarios, man. So the Lord offered his only begotten son from the beginning of time, which was Adam, man. All right. But Cain disrespected, like, man, just like right now, man. You know? Check it out. Let's keep going. It says in Abel, he also bought of the firstlings of his flock. Though if you love me, feed my sheep. And look that up. The Lord said, he asked Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep. King David was what? He was in charge of sheep, you know? It says in Abel, he also bought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and to his offering. All right. He admired it, man. He acknowledged it. Okay, like, okay, you did what I told you to do. You know, that's a good son. Just like when Isaac went to go be put on as a sacrificial lamb. All right. Who brought him there? Abraham. You know? So the Lord is decent in all his ways, man. And that's all you gotta do is look. You go into reincarnation, you start reading the scriptures, and you get deep into them, then you'll understand. It says, but unto Cain and to his offering, he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell, because why? Cain ain't had that faith. He was like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I do what I want. You know, I don't got faith that you're gonna bless my offering. So I'm gonna just give you this fruit of this that. I know you want the fruit of the beast. You know, so he did what he want, and the same thing that what he's doing now. Cain is Esau right now. They're in the same spirit. All right. It says, and Yahweh said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? Now look, check it out. Go into Roth. You get Rothschilds and all that, man. All right, the scriptures is just so plain when you understand them. All right, check it out. Let's get the word wrath. And that's angry, right? Check it out, if I'm not mistaken.
Strong's H 2734. Hara. Hara.
And that's how them damn Muslims like, that's haram. All right, check it out. And I knew it. Check it out. It says to be hot, furious, burn, become angry, be kindled. To burn, kindle anger. To be angry with be and incensed. It says to burn, kindle, to heat oneself in vexation. Now check it out. If you got a stove, right, and you turn the temperature up, it's going to turn red when you burn it. I mean, yo, look at cartoons, man. You look at certain cartoons, and them motherfuckers get mad at Edomites, because that's what they are, man. Because Cain's his complexion was taken from him. All right. So now when you get angry, your blood shows through your skin, man. So you're angry. That's another way to identify an Edomite, man. All right, just from that wrath. You say he was wrath. All right, you go to the Rothschilds, man. All right, so these people know exactly who they are, man. You know, Wrath. He was very, 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 very angry, man. And look at an Edomite now. You smack him or whatever, but you don't want to do that now. But if an Edomite gets angry, he turns red, man. Just like I just saw a woman. I don't believe she was an Edomite, but she was doing things she shouldn't have no business doing. But like I called her Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Why? Because her blood was flowing through her skin, man. She turned very, 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 very red. because she was just saying that she had to get up and leave. All right. But it says, verse 7, it says, if thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted. And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. So, Abel's going to be the ruler over him. All right, going to what? Genesis 25 and 25. All right. All this is prophecy, man. And it started from the beginning. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And now that happened on the planet. It wasn't in the womb, it was already out there. But now you go into Genesis when this Shalak, when they was wrestling, Esau and Jacob was wrestling in the womb. All right. They were still fighting. So everything happened from right back then, because reincarnation, we come back into the same, we come back into who we are, our nations. All right, 2 nations was in a womb. 2 nations was born from the beginning of time, man. The main ones that the Lord is talking about. All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there, and I want to go back, okay, to Hebrews 11, just to prove that point, man. Cain ain't had no faith. Abel had faith. The apostles went into it where Abel just met like a quick stop, man. They just came, boom, and they was he went back into the spirit world. Like he was in transition. All right, so let's go back. Hebrews chapter 11, and start at verse 4. It says, by faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. Meaning what? His blood was poured out. So he went back to the spirit world, man. He still talk. Check it out. It says, but faith by Tzlak, in verse 5, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High, man. All right. So you gotta look at it, man. You please Yahweh Bashim outside. And the testimony is what we're doing now. We're confessing his name. The name of the Father, we're confessing the name of the Son. All right. And we have a obligation to him, because we're in debt to him. All right. And you have to observe him. That's why I said let's talk about faith. Do you really have faith in the Lord? Or do you have faith in man? Because a man cannot help you out of anything, basically, unless the Lord sent you to something. Like I said, the Lord will put people in your life to help you and everything, but guess what? That's his help, because he's in control of all the elements. He controlled all the elements. He created all the elements. He does all these things, man. Some of us, we lose how would you say that, man? We lose focus of that. That's the right word. We lose focus of that. Okay? We lose focus of what the Lord is capable of doing. You have to be brought back to reality. Like that song, back to life, back to reality. You know what I'm saying? You got to come back to life. And this word is life. And you got to come back to reality of who's in control. None of us is in control, man. All right, Yahweh Bashim outside, Bashim Haracha HaKodash is in control of everything. All right, bear with me real quick. Baba Koshah. Come on, man. Bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. That shit up. Yo, Salaki. Alright, we gonna keep going. Alright. Where we at? Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And yo, Khan, that's a heavy, 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 heavy statement. All right. First of all, when you come into this thing, you gotta believe in it. All right. That's why I go into. I be like, yo, it's about your belief. You know, if you don't believe in Yahweh outside, all right, he can reward you. Then what's the purpose, man? All right. Someday, man, we get down, man. We get down. You know, sometimes because why? That's the lack of reading, and that's certain demons trying to come and attack you, right? But at the end of the day, your faith in Yahweh Bashim outside, Bashim Arachakodas conquers all that. That's your reading, you're doing your lessons, you staying constantly in the Word. So if you're constantly in the Word, like a boxer that's training, he's preparing for a fight. You know, he's going to constantly, stay training. We have spiritual warfare, so you got to constantly stay training, you know, exercising your spiritual muscles and all that to keep you strong. So when you go into the fight, you don't waver. You lack nothing. All right. Everything that you're coming into this battle with, you're gonna have full confidence. Like, man, I'll beat this devil to F up. You know, spiritually. You know, because everything is all spiritual and it's all through faith. But the Lord said, vengeance is his. And for you to have to, for the Lord to fight for you, you got to believe that he's going to do it. All right. And I'm talking to myself first and foremost. All right. So I'm going to read that again. Hebrews 11:6, it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So, hey, man, he's going to keep doing the work. It says by faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet. And yo, Noah, just imagine now we can sit back and be like, oh, look at Noah, the flood, and this to the flood, and that was the first time. Yeah, you got. But I mean, you believe because you see it. Now and some of you don't believe, but now when the evidence comes out, now you're like, oh, that really happened. Oh shit. Now you're gonna want to start believing on the second, but since the second death hasn't happened yet, you know, now you're getting a labor pain to the second death, which is the fire and brimstone. You know, a nuclear fire that's coming. Same way Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed. Right? Sodom and Egypt is here. Right? So you gotta have that same faith that our ancestors had, because they ain't see it. It wasn't no records in the books where it was like, yo, you know what? This place got flooded before. No, it wasn't no records of that. That place never got flooded at that time. All right, so it was no records, but Noah had that faith. He was like, yo, man, the Lord told me to move and I'm gonna move. But everybody else is out here, you know, BSing and doing whatever they're doing, you know. They didn't believe. But Noah did. 8 souls were saved. So let that sink in. That's how serious this is, man. All right, it says, by faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High, being warned of the Most High, all right, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, all right, to save his household. By the which he commanded the world, everybody that was around him, and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. All right, so yo, he got a heavy reward. And check it out. You think that was easy for Noah? And check it out. Let's get that word world here. All right, which people, oh yeah, the Lord, you don't say the world for God so loved the world. All right, so let's get that. Let me see what we got it here. Here we go. Here we go. Cosmos. All right, check it out.
Strong's G 2889. Cosmos. Cosmos.
All right, which Salakia. Which is in the point and a harmonious arrangement or a constitution, order, government. All right, so yo, Noah was in charge. He was a governor, man. He was in charge of them. That's why the Lord warned him, and he was supposed to warn you. All right, the same way the governors. He was of the elect of his time, man. All right, that world. All right, not the world that they was following. That's why that world got destroyed the first time, the flood. All right, the Lord destroyed the whole earth, and guess what? He's going to destroy the world again with the fire. But his men is what? They're out here prophesying, telling you the truth. Send back, you know. I remember when I was in the world, there's a rap song that I said, I'm sitting back, getting fat, writing rhymes and shit. When the time comes on, go and warn your clique. The way I spit, type sick, time to lock like pits. If you thorough, put it on the. If you thorough, something to glamour and glitz, leave it alone. Leave the glamour and glitz alone. All right, because yo, man, the Lord is about to come back. Fuck the glamour and glitz, and they're telling you that's why they got that movie, Leave the World Behind, because they want to come into a new world order. They're telling you to your face, and the world that you know. That's all you know, man. Like, oh man, you know what? Let's follow this. Let's do this. Hey man, you have no chance if you're in that spirit. All right. It says by faith, Abraham. That's why they're trying to they're deceiving you. All right, let's keep going. Verse 8, Hebrews 11 and 8. I'm only gonna go to 11. All right. That's what my spirit is saying. Unless, it says Hebrews 11 and 8. It says, by faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obey. And he went out not knowing that he went. And yo, that's showing you faith right there, man. Wherever the Lord tells you, man, man's going to the Lord, man. That's why you gotta pray, and that's faith. You pray, and you make moves after that. Faith without works is dead. Okay, faith without works is dead. So you wake up in the morning, the first thing should be on your mind is prayer. You might do some other thing, you might hop on Instagram, whatever your routine is. But before you leave out your thresholds of your door, you better pray, man. And that's showing faith because you're talking to the Heavenly Father through His Son, because He's the mediator. All right. And you ask, and going into John chapter 14, chapter 13, verse 14. All right. That's why Apostle Gabar, he always, like, a lot of times he goes into heavy on prayer, man, about the importance of prayer. The importance of prayer, because if you don't pray, how do you have faith? Who do you believe in, man? If you don't pray, where's your faith at? Prayer is having faith because that, like you telling the Lord, yo, before I leave out of here, or whatever you pray, and you're supposed to pray the Lord's Prayer because Yahweh Shah told us to do that, man. That should be on your playlist every single day when your ass wake up before you leave your door to pray the Pala, the Adawadium Pala, right? Lord's Prayer, man. All right. But it says by faith, Salaki. I'm gonna go back to verse 8. It says by Hebrews 11:8. It says by faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for inheritance, obey, and he went out not knowing whither he went. And yo, guess what? That's a heavy point because Abraham ain't know. He's like, man, Lord, you told me to do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm obedient. So he went and did it. Ain't no way he was going, but the Lord guided his footsteps. So you always ask the Lord to guide your footsteps. That's why he prayed the Lord's Prayer, man. All right. It says, verse 9. It says, by faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that's why, hey, man, listen, these are our forefathers, man. All right, it says, for he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is the Most High. That's what we're looking for, man. They ain't looking for a man to come build this thing up. Yo, this is, no, man. That's why Yahweh Shah already knew. That's why I said I will rebuild the temple in 3 days. All right. It said through faith, also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. All right. So the Lord, hey man, that faith, man, that faith is everything. All right. Let's go here. It says verse 12. Back in Hebrews 11, verse 12, it says, therefore sprang there even of one of a good as Slackett, as let me read it again. Slow down. Therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky, and multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. And God damn, yo, that's a heavy point, man. No, because our ancestors died for what they believed in. They knew it. They was like, yo, we'll be here again. That's yo, that's hell of a faith right there, man. All right. And that's what the Lord is telling us right now, man. All right. So I'm gonna read this right. Yo, I'm gonna read it straight through. Hebrews 11 and 1, because yo, our ancestors at that time, Abraham, he died. The Lord promised him a great nation. He was gonna be that, right? Did Abraham see that yet? Oh, but it's coming. You know, Abraham, he's the man. Listen, man. That goes into reincarnation as well. Like that's Hebrews and all that. That's why certain guys don't like to go on faith and all that, because they have no faith. All right. This is Hebrews 11 and 1. All right, and it says great examples of faith. All right, it says, and I'm gonna read it right to 13. It says, faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. And the NLT, it gives us assurance about things we cannot see. That's right. Through their faith, the people in days of old earned a good reputation. By faith, we understand that the entire universe was formed at the Most High's command, that what we now see did not come from anything that we can see, that can be seen. That's right, man. That's right. Anything that comes now comes from something that you cannot see. And now the Lord is starting to bring the ones that had that faith, and his faith boosters when you start seeing the chariots and all those. You like, oh snap. Yo, the Lord is coming back. He about to deliver us, man. That gets you charged, man. Cause like like you wasn't tripping. That these people was tripping. They talk a good one. Just like back in that time, they talk a good one, but they don't struggle like you. They don't go through it like you. They don't have charity like you. You know, this is a message for the elect, man. And not even saying that I'm one of them. But this is a message for them, because you gotta go through some things to see things, man. All right. But it says it was by faith that Abel, all right, that Abel brought a more acceptable offering to the Most High than Cain did. Abel's offering gave it evidence that he was a righteous man, and the Most High showed his approval of his gifts. Although Abel is long dead, he still speaks to us by his example of faith. God damn. Even though Abel was dead, so I said his blood cries out. He showed faith, man. Just like us. Like Yahushua, when he was covered under the blood, man. No, we're covered under the blood of Yahushua, man. So if we perish, we still speak out from our examples of faith, man. All right, let's talk about faith, man. It said it was by faith that Enoch was taken up to heaven without dying. See that? Even though Abel died, it said that in the last one, right? It says it was by faith that Enoch was taken up to heaven without dying. He disappeared because the Most High took him. All right, that's when you get the Christian Church on rapture. For before he was taken up, he was known as a person who pleased the Most High. Call her Lam Yabashim Shai Bahashem Rakakadash. Be in that spirit. Please the Lord, man. All right, please the Lord. That's our whole duty. All right, verse 6 says, and it is impossible to please the Most High without faith. Anyone who wants to come to him must believe that the Most High exists. That's his name, Yahweh. Yah meaning he, Howard exists. To him must believe that the Most High exists, and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him. All right, you gotta sincerely seek him. That's why brothers be like, yo, truth and sincerity. All right, why are you saying that? That's in your spirit, man. All right, because you got sincere people out, sincere brothers. And you got brothers just full of shit as well. Just keep it a beam. All right. It says it was by faith that Noah built a large boat to save his family from the flood. He obeyed the Most High, who warned him about things that had never happened before. You see that? Just like we're warning you now, like, yo, Jacob's trouble. We're telling us the time is coming that's never been before, that's there been a nation. We're warning you about those things, man. All right? We never saw them before, but we believe what the scriptures say. All right? And if you don't believe them, then to hell with you, man. All right? You're going to see, you're starting to see the evils grow on earth. Everybody think everything is peaches and cream, and this flowers, and this smell them goods. No, man. The Lord is about to destroy this place, man. All right, the same way he warned our forefather Noah. All right, so let's bring that back. Hebrews 11:7. It says, it was by faith that Noah built a large boat to save his family from the flood. He obeyed the Most High, who warned him about things that had never happened before. By his faith, Noah condemned the rest of the world, and he received the righteousness that comes by faith. He was delivered, man, out of that calamity. Going to Psalms and all that tells you about being delivered out of calamity. King David talk about. All right, verse 8 it says, "It was by faith that Abraham obeyed when the Most High called him to leave home and go to another land that the Most High would give him as his inheritance. He went without knowing where he was going." That's right. Yo, that's heavy, man, because that takes faith. Like every day you walk out your house, like you know what? Just imagine like, all right, you don't have a job, this that. So you just wake up in the morning like a bird, any type of bird, animal. They're guided by the Most High, man. All right, they travel. They don't know where they're going. The Lord leads them there to find their food and this and that. You got to be on that same type time, man. You got to be on that same type time. Like, Lord, when you pray, just ask, yo, guide my footsteps. Because if you, like I'm telling you, man, like that time is, man, Jacob's trouble, you're going to want to pray that. All right? Because, right now, what you do in the morning? Oh, I get up. Oh, I got to go to work. You know where you're going. You know the building. You know your punching code. You know all those things, man. You know every last single thing, where you're going and all that. All right? But at the end of the day, man, listen, you got to be free, man. The Lord's about to free up his men. All right? I just capped too. Like, I seen a brother post something. He's like, man, how many of y'all is tired of working? He's like, can I get a hell yeah? Some he said. I seen brothers, saying, hey, man, that's Israel. Israel was tired of that, man. All right. It said, I'm going to read that again, Hebrews 11:9. It says, and even when he reached the land the Most High promised him, he lived there by faith, for he was like a foreign. All right, cut. It says, and even when he reached Hebrews 11:9, and I'll tell you, it says, and even when he reached the land the Most High promised him, he lived there by faith, for he was like a foreigner living in tents. And so did Isaac and Jacob, who inherited the same promise. And guess what? They lived in lands, like the lands they lived in, they had their stamp on it. The Lord gave them that stamp. They stamped that land already, but in their time when they was living, they had to perish and all that. So they lived a peaceable life and everything, because at the time, the Lord he's a righteous judge, man. All right. So those men, they lived on those lands, but they didn't rule it. All right. They lived peaceable. They was humble. Just like when Yahweh Shah came, right? What did he do? The earth was given to it by us, man. Second Ezra, the 6th chapter, boiled down like 54, something like that. But right now, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So all the universe, everything that's given to Yahweh Shai is given to us. But Yahweh Shai had to come humbly, and he dwelled here. He ain't even have a place. But these damn Romans, they had big ass mansions and their chariots and gold this and gold that. But Yahweh Shai came, man, to show them, like, look, man, I got faith. And that's what it's all about, man, right now, faith. That's why I said, let's talk about faith. All right, who has faith? That's why the Lord said, Yahweh Shai said, when I come back, shall I find faith on earth, man? Shall I find faith on earth? Because a lot of people are going to lose their faith. Like you got that song, Losing My Religion. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to lose their faith, their religion, what they believe in, and what they hold fast to. But the ones that hold fast to the truth, you're a part of that number. And the Lord is going to greatly reward you. All right? Whoever you are, where you at. Okay? It says, Abraham was confidently looking forward to a city with eternal foundations, a city designated and built by the Most High. Here we go. It says, it was by faith that even Sarah was able to have a child, though she was barren and was too old, she believed that the Most High would keep his promise. All right. You know, that's talking about a woman. That's saying a lot. Because Sarah, she was that's why Isaac names me laughter. Because she laughed at the angel, but she still had, some type of faith. That's why it's written. It says, and so a whole nation came from this one man who was as good as dead. A nation with so great people that like the stars in the sky and the sand of the seashore, there is no way to account them. That's why the Lord told you, you can't count, the children of Israel, man. You can't do it. How they got here in Babylon, they do the not stimulus, is what they call it. I can't remember the word, but they try to make it count of. And King David was guilty of that, you know, trying to count the children of Israel and all that. You can't do that. The Lord told us not to do that, because He knows who we are. All right. It says, verse 13. This is the last verse, and then I'll tell you. It says, all these people died still believing what the Most High had promised them. They did not receive what was promised, but they saw it all from a distance and welcomed it. They agreed that they were foreigners and nomads here on earth. Oh my goodness, man. How many people do that now? That's hell of a feat. So, even, and the reason why this coming out now, I believe through spreading power, Yahweh outside. Because look, man, we're coming to a time where your faith, man, your faith is everything. Even though you can't see, you can see everything that's around you, but it's all going to dissolve. All right, and the world to come is way more better than the world is right now, what you see right in front of you. All right, so you just got to keep that faith, man. Keep that strength. Just always pray, man. Just pray to the Lord, man. All right, just pray to the Lord. All right, pray to Yahweh Hashem outside. Bashem Arachakodas, man. Just ask him, man. Just ask him to put that faith on. All right. So with that, Lord's willing is satisfying. Whoever saw it, he got something out of it. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Harachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and honors the great millstone and tells the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, to the men that died doing the work in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that they shall rise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, He exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, He's the deliverer, because He's come to deliver us from this captivity that we're in. So the next lesson, I'm going to say Mawafa Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala, keep the faith, we almost home. Shalom.